University of Maryland Terrapin football and me. Many years have passed since I last set foot on this field. Where I played, where I coached, it's strange to think so many memories can be tied to this place. It's here on this gridiron that I learned my X's and O's, not just for the game, but for life. It's where I discovered perseverance and the importance of dedicating myself to something greater, a team. And it's here where I pass those lessons on to the players I coached. After all, that's what football is all about, because the game isn't just what I do, it's who I am. My name is Ralph Friedgen. I played at the University of Maryland in the 60s. I coached here in the 70s, coached here in the 80s. I came back as the head coach in 2001 to 2010.
The opportunity to be the head football coach of the University of Maryland.
What makes a good coach? I think one of the main things is be able to relate to players. Every player is different. You have to know that person to make an impact on them. I was very fortunate to have a wonderful family. I had a father who was a high school coach and later was a high school AD. And he introduced me to football at a very young age. He did a great job of teaching me the ins of football without me really knowing it. He would take me to the Giants and the Titans game at that time, who later became the Jets. Every Sunday we would go to one of those games. But on the way back, we just discussed the game. And little did I know he was indoctrinating me in how to coach. My first year here at Maryland was under Tom Nugent, and I played quarterback for the freshman team. My second year here was with Lou Saban, and they moved me to playing second team fullback. And then my third year, Bob Ward came in, told me he was moving me to right guard where he played. I had no idea how to block. I was a quarterback.
The great thing about the Fridge is, he was a quarterback at one time. I'd love to have seen that. And then he transitions when he comes to Maryland. He's an offensive guard. And then he transitions after that. When he comes back to Maryland, he had coached defense, he'd coached offense, but he knew something about every phase of football.
By playing different positions, it really helped me as a coach. How many offensive line coaches move to quarterbacks and then go to win a national championship? Once I started coaching, I knew this is what I wanted to do.
Before Ralph arrived at Maryland, the football program was below average. You talk to the coaches, and after a win over somebody, there was just a little bit of excitement. But there weren't a whole lot of wins. We were starving for something to cheer about.
When I became the head coach of Maryland in 2001, it was a dream come true. I had tried to get this job 3 different times. So when I did get it, I was determined that I was going to be a success here. An interesting meeting I had with the team the first time, and I said, I expect to win right away, and I'm going to do it with you people in this room.
If you remember, the Terrapins had 5 consecutive losing seasons before he got here. There was nobody in Byrd Stadium to watch this team play. When Ralph Friedgen took over in 2001, they averaged, in those 10 years he was here, averaged 44,000 people a game. But he had that magic. His team scored a heck of a lot of points. And if you look at the guys that he coached, defensively, DeQuell Jackson, E.J. Henderson, the quarterbacks he developed like Scott McBrien and Chris Turner, my broadcast partner on radio, Steve Suter. And Suter just happens to be, because of Ralph Friedgen's coaching, the all-time leading kickoff and punt return guy in the history of Maryland football. He developed all these guys. He made sure that when they left here, if they weren't going to play at the next level, they're going to be successful no matter what they did in life, and the rest is history.
A head coach, while wanting to build a program, also wants to push up his guys. And Ralph Friedgen certainly did that during his career. You're seeing the names that are out there now. Franklin, Penn State. Loxley, back at Maryland. You pass the baton. And Ralph Friedgen did that, all the while winning, and winning by large margins.
We won 31 games in 3 years. And then I had another 7 years here, and we had some really good years where we won 8 or 9 games, and we had a few years where we won 5 or 6 games. I enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed the kids I coached. Felt very fortunate to have that opportunity. And I don't have a lot of regrets looking back on my career at the University of Maryland. My legacy as a coach to my players is I want them to be better people. I want them to be successful people. I want them to understand the meaning of hard work and the meaning of success. At the end of the day, I would like everybody who knew me at Maryland or at any other job knew that I gave everything I had, every moment I had, every time that I had.
He set the program up, and for 10 years, it was fun to cover. Where else in the world would a coach win Conference Coach of the Year and then be let go? Does that make any sense to you? Not to any of us.